Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Barcast TV. We've got a couple of special announcements here before we get into today's match. So first things first, you may have noticed on the Bar Discord that there is an upcoming 2v2 tournament being played at the end of January. So if that's something you're interested in participating in or spectating, go on, make your way down to the Bar Discord and check out in the announcements tab. I can leave in the description the link to that Discord if you're not in it already. And yeah, second announcement, or maybe something you may have noticed, a couple of new players have been joining the game. None other than this red player over here, Blodir. So if you are in the know, if you've been playing any iteration of Bar for some period of time, Blodir comes from Forged Alliances, which a lot of other members in our community are from that game. Shoutouts Low, Chisato, to name a few. I'm sure I'm missing some, but yeah, I've noticed a lot of these FAF guys have been joining and playing the game, which I think is big news, especially ones that are as strong as this fellow over here, Blodir, playing as the Red Armada Commander. His opponent, none other than Stardom, playing as the Blue Cortex Commander, and this was played on Coldplay, so shout out Into Club for recommending this match, and I'm really excited to see these two players go at it in a 1v1 on such a proper map. Not to mention we have this influx of high-level players, so kind of makes me want to start another Bro League season, hint hint. So if that's something y'all are interested in seeing or would like to participate in, let me know in the comment section how you feel about that, and you might sway me one way or the other. So we've got a nice healthy lobby. Look at this, 15 players in here, including Andy, Into Club, Baron, so Lapatka, all the fillers are here. I kind of want to turn this off, so turn off the spectator chat, just so we can kind of focus on the game. Of course, y'all are welcome to download this replay. I'll post a URL in the link in the description. I'm going to have a lot of stuff in the description today, but yeah. So we have arm bots for our man Blodir, and core vehicles for our man Stardom. So cheers, guys. I'm going to take a sip of wine here as we get into the game. Hopefully this music isn't too loud. Let me know how the audio levels are. I'm trying to mess with these settings to get the best quality for you guys. And yeah, see Blodir opening some ticks here. Sending 2 along north side. Nice micro control, making sure he catches all those potential expansion patterns. And good control as well. Look at these waypoints, pretty on point. See our man Stardom is opening rather greedy. 2 construction bots into scouts on repeat, so this is going to help him defend using 2 expanded construction vehicles. Not sure if he has I don't see a radar yet, so he's just going to go out and attack with these first initial 2, and he's just going to continue producing these 1-to-1 ratio. Really interesting. Coldplace has got a really high wind speed, 25 max wind speed, so it really lends itself to bot play, I'd say. But of course, with these flat open terrains between these mexes, also strong for vehicles, so just another reason why this is a great 1v1 map. Both playstyles seem pretty viable. And of course there's this large lake in the middle, so if the game goes long enough you can see amphibious units, sea units even. And there's a nice healthy tidal speed to entice you into the water as well, so hope to see some more games on this match. And here we go, first blood. Looks like a Nex is going to go down to 2 of these ticks. They're going to back off. Another tick trying to sneak in here is going to be taken out. And interesting, Stardom has left his vehicle plant unassisted here. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. We see he's walking back now to assist that. He wants to spend this starting mass as quick as possible. But moving into some incisor production already, which are pretty insane against ticks, not going to lie. A couple little bit of mistakes here. We see a pawn slipping through. He's going to get another mech for his trouble. What's Blodir doing? He's just churning out units right now. You see 1, 2 expanding construction bots. Trying to get up construction turret at the moment, and I see a scout coming into his main base is going to find a little bit of damage here. See that pawn in the bottom right ended up taking out that construction vehicle. Huge pick off there. Really nice trade, slowing down that expansions of your opponent. And we see a lot more pawns streaming across the map at the moment. So Stardom ended up getting 2 metal extractors for his trouble over here with the scout. Still not done finding damage, and we see a couple of ticks still on the battlefield, sharking around looking for damage. try and keep up with all this action here. I think these tanks, once they group up together, might be able to take on these units, but you don't want to run into blitzes. They have a lot of DPS. I think this incisor is going to go down. Excuse me. Incisor gets picked off, yep. And the game goes on, but as more and more tanks come out, this is, of course, the struggle that bot players deal with. I'm sure you guys have felt this before. Trying to fight against an ever-increasing ball of vehicles, right? So, see two tanks on the mini-map here moving up to the top side of the triangle. They should be working their way around, trying to find any expanding construction vehicles, or construction bots, rather. And both commanders are content to sit in the main base here, assisting the factory while their expanding construction bots do the work. Two more ticks on the battlefield, still trying to find some damage here. Wonder if Stardom knows about that. Yeah, he sees on his radar at least. Let's take a look at these player views, perhaps. Like to see how players use their camera, how they play, zoomed out, zoomed in, what have you. How they move around. It's interesting to me. Meanwhile, our man Blodir playing straight top down. A lot of FAF guys play like this, I've noticed. Still finding damage with these ticks. That's a lot of great value there. It's got a couple of pawns on the top side preventing that run by from getting through. See, this is ready to be met. Stardom's gonna run into it, looks like, and these pawns should be able to take out these incisors. At least one's gonna go down, two's gonna go down. Maybe three. Don't think so. Nice trade nonetheless. See these pawns rotating around with some ticks, trying to find a little counter damage. Stardom better be careful. He's moving out with a lot of his tanks here, so this could end up doing a lot of damage here. See 4 construction turrets already finished. Take a look at these statistics. Blodir up over 1.3k metal at the moment. You can just see how much more of these mexes he's been able to secure and keep. A lot of Stardom's mexes have been going down to the raids of these ticks. More getting taken out here. Another construction vehicle going down. And this is a really, really great play. We see a big counterattack here from Stardom. A lot of tanks here moving in the middle of the map. Gonna take out one pawn immediately. None of these units are kind of grouped and stacked up together, so these tanks are really effective at taking out the stream of units here. The single tank has found its way into the back line. It's going to get taken out pretty quickly, so no further damage here. Tick's still camping these mexes here, not allowing Stardom to expand at all efficiently. And this can be the real problem with trying to play vehicles on this map. These cliffs are kind of a no man's land for vehicles, and they'll just keep you occupied all day. Units staying up on that high ground, threatening the counterattack, threatening the backstab. Really nice pickoff there from Blodir, sandwiching those units. If these tanks run away, you don't really want to engage or pursue them. It can be really difficult to run down units that are running away from you. Take a lot of damage. Nice trade here on the backside of Stardom's base. He's taking out all but one of these pawns, but still, even just a single pawn can threaten a counterattack. He's trying to recap these mexes, but here we are. 2 more ticks have coming in the back line here. 2 more on the way. What is this build queue for Blodir? He's just like adding these in as he feels. See a vehicle plant coming up. A lot of energy, triple the income, income here for our man Blodir. And finally, it looks like Stardom has decided to move out of the main base with his commander. He's trying to get a presence on the battlefield here. Needs to find some way to expand quickly. And look at this naked expansion from our man Blodir. Just a few LLTs here and there. Mostly protecting his stuff with units. Good radar positioning here from Stardom. I've got a lot of multi-prong harass going on here. You got a single pawn is gonna get taken out by an exploiter. Sucks you have forced to make that in the back of your main base. And yeah, big group of pawns with some tanks finally streaming in. Looks like those were actually rezzed from an earlier raid attempt. And they're just gonna hug the line here, hug the shoreline. and make a like a straight beeline towards the main base. I wonder if Stardom's commander is going to head this off here. We'll have to see how well he handles this engagement. Looks like Blodir is turning a little bit of away. So many units here for a red player. These tanks are not long for this world. They're going to get engaged. They're going to get sandwiched and completely surrounded here, so a really nice trade. Meanwhile, we have another counterattack here. So many pawns out on the board. It's like a 15 pawn hit squad. It's a lot of DPS clumped together here. You have another group of pawns making their way on these hills and like really abusing this terrain here. This is a really nice showing here. Just confidently expanding. I think this group of tanks is going to get some damage. This is not enough LLTs to stop this. Stardom's trying to get up another exploiter here in the middle of the base, but he's out of metal at the moment. Currently down 20 metal to his opponent and about 4k behind. There's a lot of tanks he's down, and here's a big engagement coming. Is the red player going to pull the trigger and dive in? Stardom should hold this position here in front of this exploiter. He's going to try and get up an LLT in the face of this. Meanwhile, there's raids going all over the map. See a raid in the back side of the main base, and one here in between the two expansions, still taking out these mexes. That's so hard to deal with, and I think this raid might get a lot of damage done. These mexes and wind turbines are pretty much undefended. You just have a couple of LLTs here. That's not enough to stop 15 pawns, 13 pawns. More streaming across into that position. Meanwhile, on the left side of the map, trying to keep up with all this action here. So what these high-level players do, just keep action across the map at all times. Moving back to the Blue Prairie's base, keeping an eye on this run-by attempt. And Blodir has finally reclaimed his bot lab here, moving into air production. You see he's got a nice energy storage up, tons of E, tripling his opponent's income on E at the moment, and is moving into bomber production. 5 bombers to start him off. And these units in the backside are just sharking around, looking to find some damage. I think these ones in the bottom right are going to get cleaned up. A couple of tanks making their way over here to defend these mexes. And Stardom's doing what he can to button up his expansions here. Looks like that exploiter is going to go down. These pawns retreat to their... pawns retreat to the cliffs above. Couple of bombers have made their way out. 4 so far. I think when he makes that 4th one, yeah, he's going to be 5th one. Should be flying those across the map, and with the scouts in tow, kind of want to sync these up so the bombers arrive just after the scouts come through. Nice little run-by attempt here, getting shut down. See these halos over the units here. Incisors and blitzes working together. These little pockets of pawns hidden across the map, waiting to run in, find their damage, and really forcing all these LLTs in the back. You don't want to be forced to make those. Meanwhile, Blodir's base just completely undefended. All these naked wind turbines. Huge force, 24 blitzes streaming towards this top right side, and here we go. Bombing runs incoming. See, these fighters are making themselves known here, clearing the way for their bombers. A couple of scouts trying to find some additional information here, and here's our first bombing run going off, getting lots of damage. Good 6 or 7 wind turbines went down there, and these air units above are still kind of providing some cover fire at the moment. I'd like to see Blodir target those construction turrets at the moment, but meanwhile we have a big counterattack, and hold on, Blodir's already T2. He reclaimed both his factories while that raid was going off, and these Jaguars are going to make short work of these incisors, but they're going to run by. Might end up getting a lot of damage here. No D-gun as of yet. But these incisors in the backline are going to shut this down. He's going to get a couple of wind turbines, but the real threat is here. I mean, this bombing run is still going off. Stardom's down to 200 energy per tick. I think this might be the beginning of the end. We have a couple of anti-air turrets that are going to protect his main base, but you got a couple more bombs going to be going down. More wind turbines going down, more mexes. Still have this huge counterattack, 16 blitzes no E at the moment, so these LLTs and exploiters are useless. It's like this single LLT got 7 kills. I didn't notice that. I see all those wrecks over here at the moment. And these TT units streaming out on the field here are really going to spell the doom here. You got 900 metal sitting right in front of the main base. That's just going to be pure tanks here at the moment. 5 of these lightning tanks. Lightning tanks are so good. They're busted. They got anti-air and everything, so they're quick. Really great unit to start your T2 tech off with. Looks like these little harassment squads got pulled off the cliffs here, and that's it. Stardom's going to tap out, so really nice showing here from our red player. Welcome to Bar, my friend, and looking forward to playing you in some matches. Just another player to learn and practice off of. So if you guys want to show your warm welcome to Blodir here, leave a note in the comment section. Let them know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next replay. Thanks for watching.